So I took a poll on my YouTube channel about a week ago asking you guys what type of recipe video you would like to see next on my YouTube channel. And the majority of you said some type of dinner recipe. So this is actually one of my favorite dinner recipes, and I actually got it from my mom years ago, and I'm still in love with it. So this is our version of how to make chicken tetrazzini. So let's get started. All right, to start, you're gonna need some celery, green bell pepper, onion, some salt and pepper, a can of cream of chicken soup and a can of cream of mushroom soup, some chicken broth, butter, some egg noodles or whatever type of noodles you wanna use, and some sharp cheddar cheese. And you're also gonna need some cooked chicken breasts, 2 large cooked chicken breasts. So I just posted another video today on how I make my chicken breast and how I make it really nice and tender for this dish. So check that video out as well. I'll link it down below in the description box. All right, so you're gonna start off by just chopping up your vegetables. So I'm chopping up 2 stalks of celery. And then I'm gonna chop up my green bell pepper. So I'm gonna chop up the whole bell pepper. This was a small one, so it wasn't that much. And then I chop up my onion. My onion was kind of big and you don't need the entire onion. So I just cut half of the onion and I just chopped up half of it. But if you have like a really, really small one, then you'll be fine. All right, so I'm gonna cook my noodles according to the package. Of course, I'm adding a little salt into the water. Once the water starts boiling, I add my noodles. Now, this is a big bag, so I only added 2/3 of the noodles. You don't need all of them. All right, so once my pasta has cooked, I'm adding it to a big bowl. Then I'm gonna add in all of the other ingredients. So I'm adding in my chopped bell pepper, celery, and onion to the same bowl. And then I add in my cooked and shredded chicken breast. And you can chop your chicken breast if you want. I like shredding mine just because the way I cook my chicken breast, it ends up being really tender and it just shreds really easily. And then I add in everything else. So I add in my cream of mushroom soup. This is very important because a lot of chicken tetrazzini recipes have like some type of mushrooms or mushroom flavor in it. So this gives you that mushroom taste or flavor in your chicken tetrazzini. And then of course a can of cream of chicken soup. Then I add in my salt and pepper. And then last but not least, I add in my chicken broth. Now, you can use how much or little chicken broth that you want. I like doing a little bit more because, you know, a lot of it's gonna cook off when you bake it, kind of like making homemade dressing. So I use 16 ounces. So if you're buying like the small can, I think the can comes in 14 ounces, that's fine. But I buy the carton of chicken broth, and so that way I can put more in it if I want. So I just added half of the broth first just to kind of get the dish wet and able to stir it up a little bit. Then I add in another 8 ounces after I stir it. All right, and so then I just go ahead and stir the rest all the way up and stir it really good. And you're gonna be tempted to try to eat some of it now because, I mean, technically everything is cooked and it smells amazing, but you can't eat it now. You got to bake it in the oven. All right, so the butter, so you're going to take 4 tablespoons of butter and you're going to melt it in a baking dish. So I just put my 4 tablespoons in the baking dish and I just put it in the oven for it to melt. And then I'm just putting in my pasta on top of it, or my chicken tetrazzini on top of it. I tried to just pour it in, but that bowl was so heavy. I was like, let me not embarrass myself. So I just tried to just put a little bit in at first, and then I poured the rest in. And try not to make a mess, because obviously I'm not doing a good job of it. And that's it. So just smooth it out, and then you're gonna get ready to bake it in the oven. I bake mine for about 45 to 50 minutes. And you're gonna bake it on a 350 degree oven temperature. All right, so the last 5 or 10 minutes, so you see it's nice and bubbly right now. The last 5 or 10 minutes, you wanna take it out, and this is when you're gonna add your cheese. So make sure you use some type of sharp cheddar cheese or some type of cheese that has a lot of rich flavor to it. So this is sharp cheddar. And you can use about 6 to 8 ounces. Most of the packs come in about 8 ounces. So feel free to use the entire pack because this is a big dish, you guys. It makes a lot of chicken tetrazzini. All right, and there you have it. You have your chicken tetrazzini. This is the finished product. It looks amazing. I added a little chopped parsley on top just for, as my son likes to say, for decoration. And now I'm just gonna cut into a piece. I let it rest for a little while, but I'm cutting into a corner piece so you can see exactly how gooey and yummy this really does look. And so this is actually gonna be my plate. So I did get me 2, I guess a serving and a half. But yeah, this is chicken tetrazzini. And that is how you make chicken tetrazzini. So I definitely encourage you guys to try this recipe out. If you do, come back to this video and drop me a comment down below letting me know how you liked it. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, please leave me a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so you never miss when I upload a video. Until next week, see you later.